disco banana.
So some considerations that we've done is just with Ninja Prep is basically just feed her early. So we feed her, she's been fed at 4 o'clock. We board around about 9 o'clock, probably set sail 9:30, 10 or something like that. So it gives her a good 6 hours to digest and everything, and it's not sitting in her gut, so hopefully she won't vomit or anything like that. She's usually pretty good travelling. And then we just take her we took her just down the beach and took her, went running with her and stuff like that.
Tire her out,
obviously after the food's digested. Make sure she goes to the toilet, all that good stuff. And you'll see what we do in the van just to prep it, make it comfortable for her. It's her space, she's used to it, so I'd rather put her in something she's familiar with and she can smell us still in there. So it's a comfort. You'll see the kennels and you'll probably even hear some of the dogs wailing. If that's what you want to do, then that's fair enough. But we've got space in the van to have her. I'd much rather her in somewhere she's comfortable than in the kennel environment where there's a bunch of other dogs freaking out. So
it can be. It was for me like pretty confronting, seeing and hearing all those dogs on the way over. I've never done the sail before, or haven't really seen that kind of setup to transit dogs. It was a lot. Put it that way.
Anyway, we'll show you. We'll show you what we can when we do. So yeah. We just went through the checkpoint. Obviously we're going Tassie to Victoria. When we came here it was fairly relaxed, whereas this time it definitely felt rushed. We just got pumped through in the way of getting things checked. So, you can't bring fire lighters and all that sort of gear, which is fair enough. It's not an issue. We had to ditch them.
Yeah, it was just a different concern. So on the way coming over, they were concerned about like the food items, because you can't bring most fresh things into Tasmania. Whereas this time it was definitely more around combustibles and she also checked the toolboxes on the front of the van, which we had to unlock and open, and we had to show her inside the van and in the bathroom, which I don't know what that was about anyway. And then she just asked us to open the blinds in the van.
I think she just liked the van and just wanted to have a look.
She just wanted a sneaky private tour.
Yeah, she's like, I've been looking at buying one of that.
It was fine. Then after a certain point, she was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, she gave up after a bit, so that's...
Yeah. We're just queued up.
Yeah. And Ninja's having a sleep already, so we're going to wake her up. Just Ninja. Yeah. Just keep her a little bit awake until we get there. So she can't really see her, but anyway.
She did have a little stretch of the legs at a park.
Yeah, there's a little green open park area that you walk your dogs. Everyone was doing it, so good little stretch before. Even though we took it down the beach. So anyway,
we will flip you back around so you can see what it's like to board.
Yep.
And we'll see you inside.
It's just one of those calm collars. I've never really used them before. There's some good reviews on them, and look, to pay $50 just for a bit of peace of mind, extra peace of mind, I'm going to do it every time.
You can probably hear the dogs. That's
last time we did it, she was asleep, so I don't think it was the collar, but it certainly helps. So we've got a cabin, and they seal it so you know it's
your ticket is
clean.
Like a hotel key.
And hopefully it works first time.
Now, it's no Park Royale. Usually we would have just gotten a room that's just got the 2 beds, but the only private one left was with bunks, which is it's no big deal.
Yeah. So we got bunks. Woo!
Yeah, bunk.
Yeah, so much room for activity.
It has a little bathroom. Again, not like, probably prefer to shower in the van if I'm honest, but look, it's there. And I better take my seasickness tablets, which I've forgotten. So I'll do that now.
And
one moment.
I'm going to take my seasickness beers. So.
Oh yes, I'm having a seasickness wine to help wash the tablets down.
Amsterdam beers.
So I've just got these ones.
The suspense is killing me. Oh God, I hope you packed them.
Yeah, I did. Of course I did. We met. These ones, they're all ginger root. So there's nothing that's going to make you sleepy or anything like that. I'll pop a few. Let's party started.
Sweet. I'll swig some down with beer just because I don't actually get seasick.
If we can take a little snap of like a little bit of the bar area, we will, but I don't like filming other people in a public setting, so if you don't see us beyond this point, you know why.
Bon voyage. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
It's pretty rocky down here. We're not in a porthole cabin like we were last time. This is kind of the same level as the crew.
Yeah. So,
it's a good thing we don't have a window.
yeah, there's no window. We got bunk beds. Should we sit down and...
Ahoy.
Ahoy, hoy. So Amanda's had 3 travel calms, the seasickness tablets. I've just had 3 because I can, and we're having a few drinks and frothies to help out.
About an hour into the journey, so it's just gone. I think it's about 10:15 at night.
Yeah, so we'll probably head off to bed soon after this one, and basically thought we'd just do some quick stuff about the Spirit of Tasmania, and especially with Ninja on this trip. So when we came over originally, we were pretty anxious about her travelling.
Just in general, yeah.
Just in general, you just read some bad stories and stuff like that, and when you see the kennels and stuff like that are on board, they're not they're just not great. So a lot of people don't know that you can put your dog, you can put them in your van. So you don't have to put them in kennels on board the Spirit of Tasmania. So if you email them, they will send you an indemnity form, and you can just...
It's called an indemnity and release form, and if you just email their contact on their website asking for the form, they'll send you a copy. And we got ours printed out at Colac Caravan Park in Victoria.
Yeah. So you can basically say, yeah, I'm happy for my dog to stay at our own risk in our van. Obviously, we open windows, stuff like that, simple stuff, but it's a lot better than the kennels. It's an environment they know. The smells are there where that, you know, so that for Ninja it just made a lot of sense. So a bit of prep we did was just having her bed ready, the basics. So there's a water bowl, non-spill water bowl. I also even made her a playlist. So I've got a spare phone that I carry with us, I use for the drone. So we put that, I put some classical music. It's actually proven to relax a lot of animals. So that helped. And then there's just a collar as well that's meant to calm dogs. And look, whether it works or not, it was worth the extra money just to, you know, I think it's $50. Just a bit of peace of mind. We'll never know.
Only Ninja will know.
But last time,
not?
You know, when we came to Tassie, we went down sort of trying to get through and make sure she was alright. Yeah, she was asleep. She came out and she sort of looked like she just woke up. So we're pretty happy.
The fuss was about.
Yeah, so we'll film it tomorrow morning. So yeah, just those little things. So feed them early.
Yeah, that's
take them
important.
Make sure you do feed them early because.
Like how many hours would you say?
I would say at least, my experience, 4 hours at least before, just to let it digest and go through the system. A lot of people just seem to think that making a dog or feeding him before travel or something like that will.
Yeah, it's not like humans where if you have a big meal, you'll fall asleep.
You'll be okay. It's no good. They'll throw up or you just don't want it. So feed them early. Home comfort. So you know they're used to the space. They're used to certain music. Whatever you play when you're there with them. Those smells. Put it on for them if you can. Basically, take them for a big walk beforehand. Tire them out. So we took her down the beach and I just ran with her. Made sure she weed and pooed if she needed. So those sort of small things make a big difference.
And there's always generally at both ends, Melbourne and Tasmania.
Tasmania.
At Melbourne and Tasmania, there's a park somewhere in really close proximity. Yep. So we just gave her another opportunity before we boarded. Not that she did anything, but it's probably important to just let them.
Both times within 2 to 4 minutes of the actual ferry, you can get to a park, and you'll see a lot of people around walking their dogs. The same thing. So, you know, little tricks. If you see a dog pee, bring your dog over to it and let it pee because that's just what they do. So things like that will help. Obviously we have water on, so she's good. She's got noise to cover all the noises of the engine and everything else, so she's got some classical music going. Again, it's actually shown to calm dogs.
You didn't open
animals in general.
The actual, like the hard windows. We opened the top vents.
Yeah, so
we pop the roof.
We pop the roof and put the vents open. We don't open windows, so people can't. Obviously, you know, there's still a bit about security. We just pop the roof.
I mean, it's really like if Ninja really wanted to, she could just bust through the screen, like and get out the window. We don't want that happening. So it's definitely roof vents only. I think in some of the footage we'll drop in, you can probably hear the dogs in the background, the ones that are in the cages. I didn't want to go and film them. You don't really upset them, nor do I want to put someone's dog on YouTube that didn't necessarily want it to be there in distress, but you'll definitely be able to probably hear them on the footage.
And dogs feed off one another, so you know, if you're putting them into the kennel next to another dog that's frantic and concerned, then it's going to be concerned too, and it's just going to amplify the effect. So if you can put them in the van, I'd recommend doing it. Just make sure you've got enough ventilation, water, that sort of stuff. And
each to their own.
Each their own.
It suits Ninja.
It suits us. It makes us happy. And cheers guys. We hope you enjoy it, and hope you get some info for your journey on the Spirit of Tasmania. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Morning guys.
Good morning.
Paging drivers of vehicles on deck 5, that's drivers of vehicles on deck 5. You may now proceed with your passengers to your vehicles. Deck 5 is accessible from all
Right, we're going to go pick up Ninja.
Orange and blue lift.
So just quickly, because we've got to collapse the roof and stuff, you can see her pack up. So this was her bed. She had this space. I've opened 3 windows, and you saw her just before as we collected her. She's got her water down there. I'm really happy. She must have slept with a slothy and had the sounds of classical music playing all night. So
You can't see us all too well, but yeah, we're just in the vehicle waiting for them to open the gate.
yeah, basically Ninja's just in the back having a sleep. I'll just show you real quick. So she's all settled in. So if you can see her there. Yeah, so she's just resting, and we're waiting for everyone to kick their engines off. Just done the checks on the caravan, collapsed it back down, so the roof. And
So yeah, the person in front started up, so
I think we're going to kick off.
we have movement.
Just quickly too, there's a green pass which is for the ventilated deck, which is what we're on with the dog in the van. The yellow is basically if you're putting your dog into a kennel, and actually says that. So just make sure you say that on entry, which one you want.
Yeah, once you hand over your indemnity and release form, they'll give you the green one.
And the other good thing is too, because we the first time, there's little pamphlets just on your way up the stairs that basically just say where you boarded, and a small map. Trust me, take it, because once you go down the corridors and there's 100 cabins or more after one another, you're like, which colour were we, which floor? And
So it just reminds you where you actually parked your car, your vehicle. The first time we just had a lucky guess because we didn't take note. I think there was so much going on.
Yeah.
It was a bit difficult for us to remember
focus.
to do that.
We'll just take a photo on your phone.